Hi, this is Mike. This is a review of our bike tour we took in Vancouver while we were on our 2023 summer vacation. These are the four couples that went with us. We all had a great time. We used TripAdvisor and Cycle City out of Vancouver, a great outfit. Had hats for us, electric bikes, modern bikes, speedometers, 9 gears on them. Everything that you needed to ride. The map you see here is the tour that we took. The black is where we went, and the red are the stops that we took along the way on Stanley Island. We went on Sunday afternoon. You can tell that there were lots of people out moving around, and the bike paths were crowded, but very usable and very safe to get around. The weather was excellent. A very cool day, but warm enough where you didn't have to wear an overcoat. One of the first stops that we did for the day was at the Vancouver Rowing Club and Marina. This is a wonderful place to stop and to view the bay and the marina and see the sights. As we turn around here, you're going to see a panorama of the city skyline. It's very picturesque. You see people riding their bikes and enjoying the warm Sunday afternoon that we had to ride our bikes. As we turn around, this is our group listening to the guide and understanding what we're looking at and what we're seeing here today. The next stop that we took allowed us to see the port where the cruise ships come in, and again, a better kind of further back view of Vancouver skyline. Very picturesque in the bay here. View of Dead Man's Island and the naval base that is stationed there, and a view of the bike paths as they come along with the seawall. This is the floating gas station, the only one in the bay, and it does really good business. The boats and planes, this is the only where they have to kind of gas up. There's lots of float plane traffic that comes and goes out of the bay. It's a very busy water area with the boats and the planes and everything that happens. This is a totem park in Stanley Park, and it was done by the government to represent the first people that came through. The government ended up with a black eye, though, in that they asked a rival tribe to erect the totems instead of the people that were used this island. So it tells a little bit different story than what the other first people would have told. The next view we're going to get here is looking at northeast, and it is a view of North Vancouver and its harbor and port and the bridge that links the two together. You can see our guide giving us the what's happening, what's going on here. This is Beaver Lake, and it has a beaver family living in it, and they only come out at night. We're not going to see them, but there's a family of ducks living on this lake, enjoying it and all the water that they've backed up. Very picturesque, very serene, very calm. I will say that this is getting up to this area was the only area where we had to have a hill that we had to climb up, and the electric bikes made it very nice to get up that hill with no problem. And most of the other trails were very flat since they ran around the edge of the water, and it wasn't very strenuous at all. You can see the evidence here of the beavers where they've cut down one of the trees that were near the pond here. You can see where they use their teeth and gnawed right through this fairly large log tree that they felled. There are forests everywhere. This island used to be heavily logged back at the turn of the century, so a lot of the old growth trees that are left are very, very old. This is a Douglas fir, and you can tell how big and tall it is. I forget how old it is, they projected, but very old tree. Next one you're going to see is a ponderosa pine. It is also very old. It wasn't logged because it's got a kind of a twist in the lumber. This is English Bay Beach, and it has an iconic stone monument here from the Inukshuk, and the first people that came through gave this as a gift to the city. They didn't think much of the city using this for the Olympic symbol later on when they had the Olympics in Vancouver. One of the advantages you have when you're riding a bike, you can kind of stop whenever you want and view some of the unique things that you find. This was a chandelier hanging from underneath the bridge and lighting it up and making this part of the world a little bit brighter, a little bit cheerier. This view here is looking east, a little bit southeast. You can see Olympic Village and where the hockey team plays, the Canucks, in the background here. This city is absolutely fabulous with all the water around it and the boat traffic and the people using the water in various ways. I can see why this city is, people that live here really enjoy it and wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Our last stop of the day was Gastown, and close to downtown, lots of restaurants, history here. One of the couples came back for dinner later on. But I want to thank Herman for being our tour guide, taking care of us through our 11-mile trek through the city. I do want to say that it wasn't strenuous. It was a very easy ride, very enjoyable. Great way to see the city and great way to enjoy Vancouver, especially on a warm September afternoon. Great tour and a great city. As we finish up here, I want to thank Cycle City Tours again. Very nice. I want to thank Herman for being our tour guide, and everybody that went with us had a great time, and I hope you did too. Thanks.